So let's just talk to Greg over here. Hey Greg.
It's as easy as that.
Actually, maybe I should take a nap first, so I don't use a healing potion.
You don't have to tell me that. Is it really true? I couldn't get away with that. I'd have gone about it differently. And that's the truth. You hardly know who to believe these days. I couldn't care less.
Let's visit the cave.
Come with me.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
After you, Greg.
Can't rely on that.
Although in those peasant clothes you'll probably not fare very well.
There's another of those. One less
What?
monster around.
No experience from that. Greg. I get the feeling we won't be good friends.
All right, friend. Here's the cave. And here's a pick for you. I buried the stuff somewhere in there. X marks the spot. What are you waiting for? Go inside and get the stuff.
What about you then?
Someone has to guard our backs. And now, in you go.
If someone has to guard our backs, how about I do that and you go inside the cave? Mister with an eye patch? I will pull things out to you anyway, so... Wait. Yep.
One less monster around.
Boy, does it feel like I'm doing no damage. Greg.
One less monster around.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
Wait, do I even have a pickaxe? Yeah. Hello. Come with me. I need to introduce you to Greg, the world's laziest pirate. Why is he still coming after me? Get him, Greg.
One less monster around.
Nothing to be had there. Wait a minute.
What are you waiting?
Nothing to plunder. Nothing there. Nothing to plunder.
Yeah, I was sure there's still one more. Is this guy dual wielding? What a legend. Greg.
One less monster around.
Goblin
Nothing there.
bandit. A dual wielding goblin bandit. Wow, trying to say that faster. Well, Greg, I thought that your stuff is here, but it's not. So I guess it's in the other side. Well, there were still 3 more goblins in this other side. That I am totally going to lure to you. Come here, guys.
Put down that weapon. Ah. One less monster around.
Oh, it's a black one. Get him, Greg. Greg.
One less monster around.
So it looks like in the end you're still the one who cleared the cave.
I think I've found something.
What took you so long? Found anything yet?
Yes, I dug up a small bag of gold.
Give it here.
Here you are.
Great, so they're still there. You're not all that useless after all. Okay, listen. I've buried even more, and I want you to get it for me. Let's see. There's an islet in the small lake with the 2 waterfalls. One of my caches should be there. There are 2 more spots where I buried something further up, in the high pastures. One spot is behind the farm up there, and the other one's next to the entrance to the pass by the waterfalls. There are stairs leading down from the fields of the farmer up there to those of the landowner. There's another cache in the hollow where the stairs end. I'll wait for you at the crossroads by the landowner's fields. Don't fail me, you'll regret that, Buster.
How come I'm doing all the work though? Seriously, Greg? You're like a full-blown pirate with the cutlass, an eye patch, and everything. And you're sending me. Look at me. I'm scrawny. I can barely kill one
Nothing
goblin.
to be had there.
Hell no, I'm not doing that for you. I can't even kill these wolves. Let's go with ice block, maybe? No, 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 no. I'm not even gonna bother. It's on you, Greg, now.
One less monster around.
What does he know about duty? That's been known a long time.
This here is your hut?
Yes.
I'm staying out.
Why? Anything wrong with it?
Don't you have any problems with the mercenaries?
As long as I don't interfere with their business, they'll leave me alone too. Moreover, they're good customers, and I pay them to keep an eye on my house when I'm not home.
I couldn't get away with that.
Show me how I can hit harder.
Right.
He really
Pay
said
attention.
that.
There's a simple trick.
He really should have known
When
that.
you hit, you don't take strength from your arm, but from your entire body. Turn your hip,
Things I could tell you.
bring your shoulder to the front, and stretch out your arm at the same time. If you hit right, you'll notice the difference.
Show me your wares.
There isn't much choice, I'm afraid.
That's no secret.
Well, Mr. Not Much Choice, how about you buy some stuff from me,
If it hadn't been for us.
such as this?
I'm not telling you anything new. Tell me that isn't true. Do you really believe
I need crossbows, and I don't need bows.
Tell me that isn't true. I'm not telling you anything new.
So I am just going to buy this amulet of
I used to
strength.
say that myself.
Is it really true?
And actually, this ring of iron
That will
skin
never
might come in
change.
handy as well. So let's see.
telling you anything
Citizen
new.
clothing. I don't really need that.
That's no secret. Nobody will learn anything from me. Can't rely on that. I agree with you completely. Been there, done that. Will it ever change? He thinks it's as easy as that. Nothing amazes me anymore. I couldn't get away with that. If he doesn't see that, I can't help him. You don't have to tell me that. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Can't rely on that.
Okay, now I'm completely broke.
That's been known a long time.
But wait. Come back.
Hey,
Hey. Teach me
show me.
If you want,
this.
I'm staying out of it. I never knew that.
And now
That was no big deal. You hardly know who to believe these days. What does he know about duty? Do you really believe that?
there we go. And that should be a significant improvement.
Got no time for
I mean,
things like that.
25 extra damage with the same
He never would have thought of
range
that himself.
of 90, which is amazing.
That was no big deal.
Great. Good stuff.
I don't want any trouble.
I can't sleep here. Oh, that's a shame. I should probably eat some sausage then.
No idea. You tell me.
Alright, so on we go.
What do we have here? Don't I know you from somewhere?
If you say so. I'm on my way to see the landowner.
Indeed. You don't look all that dangerous to me.
Trust me, I'm more dangerous than I look.
Want to find out?
Oh my. I picked on the wrong fella, didn't I?
Yes,
You could
you
say
did.
so.
And come on. Show me what you've got.
Whoa. So much for you, Buster. You were one annoying individual, even in the new camp. Good to see you're still annoying.
Well, we'll see the next time. All right. You're the better fighter. What do you want?
I want to join the Mercenaries.
Anyone who can whack as hard as you shouldn't have too much trouble around here. My vote doesn't count much, since I haven't been here for long. But when Lee asks me, I'll vote for you.
I want to find out more about the mercenaries in this region.
I can't tell you much about this region. You'd better ask the farmers. And as for us mercenaries, we have a very simple rule. If you can stand your ground, you're in. I think you're made of the right stuff to be one of us. But you shouldn't let it get to your head that you lucked out during our last fight. There are plenty of guys on the farm who are quite a bit better than I am. Sentenza, for one. He guards the entry to the farm. Whatever you do, don't pick a fight with him.
What about this Sentenza?
He'll try to squeeze some gold out of you when you come to the farm. He does that to all newcomers. And if I were you, I'd pay up. That's what I did back then. And the good thing was that he voted for me afterwards. One good turn deserves another, he said. I lost all my gold in the bargain, but it wasn't much to begin with. And I was glad of it in the end. I once watched him beat up a fellow who had decided not to pay him.
Thanks for the hint.
Indeed. Could it be worth anything to you?
Here you are, 5 gold pieces.
Thanks, man. Looks like I can take a few tonight after all. I won't forget this.
Lee is the leader of the mercenaries, isn't he?
Right. Hey, now I remember where I know you from. You were in the colony, too.
So I was.
I didn't see you when the Big Bang happened. Not for a while before that, either.
I had other problems.
You've missed out on quite a lot, then. Things have changed since we were in the Slammer together.
What became of the mercenaries in the colony?
Once the barrier was gone, Lee let us out of the colony. He said that nothing could happen to us if we all stuck together. And he was right. It wasn't too long before we found ourselves a cozy spot right here. The landowner pays us to beat up the militia from the city, and most of us would have volunteered to do that even without pay. But Onar feeds us all, and we can bide our time until we see a good opportunity to get away from this blasted island.
Can you teach me how to fight better?
I might well be able to give you a hint or two.
No, very nice. Looks like I'll be coming back to you then, for training. I certainly need to learn how to handle a sword better. Look at that, another stone circle. One that is full of plants as well. Look at me.
One less monster around.
Okay, nice. So now that I have 2 ornaments, there's still one at Lobar's farm, I guess.
What are you doing here?
I'm preparing for battle.
Oh, really?
Why?
Lately, the farmers have had more and more problems with field raiders. A few of them even managed to get themselves eaten. Fat Onar didn't exactly find that amusing. None of us got our pay for a week, and it was more or less my fault. Now Lee wants me to wipe out the creature's nest by myself. And the other boys have already made bets on whether I'll survive.
Are you a good fighter?
I'm fair with a sword, but with a bow, I'm very good. Why do you ask?
I don't know.
Where do you think you're going?
I wanted to have a look around, that's all.
There's a heap of trouble here for men like you. Are you telling me you just want to look around? Ha! So you're headed for the farm. Why else would you have trudged all the way here, So don't give me any of that bullshit, and let me search you and you can go on your way.
Suit yourself. Search me then.
Now then, let's see what we have here. Well, that isn't much that you have there. I'll come back to you later. I only want 50 gold pieces from you. That's the toll here. And you only need to pay once. That's fair, isn't it?
Fair enough.
That was obvious all along. That's all just gossip.
Same old thing all over again.
You have to step in and sort things out.
What do you want from me?
He doesn't see that. It's been
I want to join the Mercenaries.
Oh, and why do you think I should be in favor of you being accepted here?
Will it ever change?
I couldn't care less.
Put me to the test.
Did Lee send you to me?
No.
Then what are you blathering at me?
That's been known a long time.
You just have to listen.
Sort things out.
Hey, where you think you're going?
To the house, of course.
Onar pays us not to let guys like you in here.
I want to talk to Lee.
What do you want from him?
I agree with you completely. He never would have thought of that himself.
I used to say
He and I go way back.
You're a pal of Lee's? I don't believe a word. But go on in. If he doesn't recognize you, you'll know it. Lee's in the right wing. Don't even think about wandering around anywhere else.
It's a bad business.
I couldn't care less.
Who the devil let you in here?
Nothing amuses me anymore.
What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
What makes you think that?
Gorn told me it was you who brought down the barrier.
Yes, that was me, all right.
I never would have thought that a man could survive something like that. What brings you here? You aren't here without a reason.
I can't help it.
Where did you pick that up then?
I absolutely must talk to the paladins in town. Can you help me get to them?
What's your business with the paladins?
That's a long story.
I've got time.
Zardoz sent me on a mission. He wants me to obtain a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos.
So you're still allied to that necromancer. I see. And the Paladins have this amulet?
As far as I know, yes.
I can help you get to the Paladins, but first you need to become one of us.
I'm not telling you.
How can you help me get to the Paladins?
Trust me, I've got a plan. I think you're the right man for it. I'll take you to the Paladins, and you'll do me a favor. But first, join us.
Leave everything here.
What exactly are you doing here?
Quite simple. I'm gonna see to it that we all get off this island. Onar hired us to defend his farm, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. But our reward is more than just our pay. By helping the farmers, we cut the city off from its provisions. And the less the Paladins have to eat, the sooner they'll listen when I finally make them an offer of peace.
What is your offer going to look like?
Essentially, it will be about our pardons and free passage to the mainland. You'll learn more when the time comes.
I really didn't deserve that.
Gorn told you about me? What happened to him?
You remember him, don't you?
Completely.
Sure.
He got caught by the Paladins and was sent back to the Valley of Mines with a penal convoy. If the road to the Valley of Mines wasn't plastered with Paladins and Orcs, I'd have sent a couple of the boys already to free him. But the way things are, there's no point. Poor devil.
He doesn't even know how.
I want to join you.
I'd hope you say that. I can use every able man here. The last mercenaries I accepted have done nothing but stir up trouble. In principle, you can start right away. Well, first there's one or two things we need to get straight, but it's no big deal.
What do I have to get straight before I can join you?
Onar, the landowner, is the one who employs us. You can only stay on the farm with his approval. And then there's the boys. I can only accept you if a majority of the mercenaries agree that you join us.
Can't go on like this forever.
But don't go to Onar before everything is straightened out. He's a very impatient fellow.
How can I convince the mercenaries to vote me in?
By doing what is expected of you as a mercenary, I should say. Talk to Torloff. He's usually outside in front of the house. He'll put you to the test. If you can pass that, you should have earned a large part of the necessary respect. He'll tell you everything else you need to know.
What do you know about the Ring of Water?
I might have known. You just have to mingle in everything, don't you?
Come on, tell me.
I'm only marginally involved in this. I know that this secret guild exists here and that the water mages are behind it. Since the fall of the barrier, I am no longer bound to the agreement I came to with the water mages back then. Of course, I still help when I can, but most of the time, I have my own problems and barely any time for other things. If you want to know more about it, you should probably talk to Kor. He's one of them, as far as I know.
If he doesn't see that, I've got my own opinion about that.
Everything fine with you?
So, you want to join us then? Do you even have a decent weapon?
How did you end up with the mercenaries?
I came with Silvio from the south. We belong to an army of mercenaries which fought against the orcs.
It's been known a long time.
What's your opinion of Silvio?
He's a dangerous fella, and many of the mercenaries who came with him this far listen to what he says. Better not pick a fight with him.
What's your opinion of Lee?
I think that the only thing Lee is really interested in is getting away from this island. He wants to go to the mainland. Seems to have a bone to pick with someone there. At any rate, he does a far better job than Silvio ever could. Moreover, he's a good leader. Most of the time, we can do whatever we want here.
That's a good leader for you?
Would you mind if I joined you?
Once you have passed the test, I shall vote for you.
Where did you pick that up then?
What weapons do you have to offer?
Only the best. Just take a look at them.
I never thought as much. That's been known a long time. They can't go on like this forever.
Only...
That was obvious all along. Where did you pick that up then? I never knew that. All just gossip.
Well, I don't know. You don't really have anything I could use, or anything that I find interesting.
No idea. You tell me.
So, yeah, I guess there's that.
Nothing amazes me anymore. Nobody will learn anything from me.
You just have to listen. I used to say that myself.
Hey,
If you have a problem with wolves or field raiders, go talk to one of the younger mercenaries. You can come to me when the paladins show up here.
What?
Whenever one of you peasants comes to me, it's always about slaughtering innocent beasts.
I'm not a peasant.
Oh? What is it you want then?
You don't remember me, Cord? You trained me in the old camp.
I want to become a mercenary.
You look more like someone who'd been born to work in the field, boy. Can you wield a weapon then? So, how about one-handed weapons?
Well...
And two-handed weapons then?
I'm surely gonna get better.
In other words, you're a damn greenhorn. Each mercenary needs to be able to rely on his comrades. All our lives depend on that. As long as you barely know how to wield a weapon, you're in the wrong place here.
I've heard that you belong to the Ring of Water.
What rat has not been able to keep his big trap shut?
Lee told me about it.
Looks like I've got a deal with you now, doesn't it? All right. So what do you need? And be damn careful about what you tell me. For if I don't like what I hear, I just might skin you alive.
You could help me to get accepted by the mercenaries.
I can just see it now. Right, I'll try. What else?
That's all.
That shouldn't be too hard. And woe betide you if I hear that you can't keep your trap shut. And I'm only saying this once, understand?
Help me become a mercenary.
Let me think. You've got to get past Torloff if you want to make any progress here. Have you already seen Torloff about it?
Not really.
So go ahead. Take care of it and then come back here.
I can't believe that. Self was after it.
Do you really believe I will learn anything?
You don't have to tell me that.
That was quite obvious.
Do you really believe that? Put me to the test.
Did Lee send you to me?
He said you would help me.
Fine, so here we go. There are two things you have to do before you can join us. First, you have to prove that you're capable of mastering the tasks that you will have to fulfill as a mercenary. I'll put you to the test. And second, you have to earn the respect of the other mercenaries.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Well, how can I earn the respect of the other mercenaries?
For most of them, it'll be enough if you fulfill your task and pass my test.
Nothing you can do about it.
But you'll have to find some other way of convincing some of them. Some will try and exploit your situation, and others may not like your mug. You should try to get along with as many of the boys as possible. But if nothing else helps, then you can always take part in a duel. If you win, you'll earn the respect of most of them. But watch out that you don't kill one of them by accident, because then you'll have a big problem.
What are the rules for a duel?
Quite simple. Both opponents have to have the opportunity to draw their weapons before the first blow. You can't just go and belt one of the men without warning. There has to be some sort of spoken challenge, an insult, or another reason to fight. None of the other men will interfere in a fight like that, unless one of the two gets killed in the duel.
What about you? Will you vote me in?
If you can prove that you can fulfill the duties of a mercenary, yes.
That's been known a long time. What are my duties as a mercenary?
Onar hired us for two reasons. He wants us to keep the militia off his back, and he wants us to keep things in order on his farms. That includes collecting the rent when the small farmers won't pay. So, what'll it be?
Anything from me. That's been known a long time.
No idea. You tell me.
I've heard of
I'll deal with the militia. Don't worry.
The farmer Bengar has complained that lately the militia from the city has been getting on his nerves. They're pressuring the farmer, probably trying to make him break with Onar. I want you to go to his farm and make it clear to the militia that they have no business there. Questions?
How can I find Bengar's farm?
In the southwest of the valley is a big stairway that leads to a high plain. That's where Bengar's farm is. If you get lost, ask the farmers in the fields how to find your way around the area.
Where did you pick that up then?
Can you help me improve my abilities?
I could show you how to use your strength better in close combat. A lot of fighters are very weak because they don't have the technique to use their strength properly. The same is true for dexterity and ranged weapons.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
I agree with you completely. I'm telling you anything new. Hey, you!
I don't believe this is
How's it going?
The militia has bullied us long enough. Now that the mercenaries are on our side, they won't dare to just show up here anymore. The king may think he can get away with anything, but we're not going to take it anymore.
You hardly believe these days.
I already thought as much.
In town, they're talking about a peasants' revolt.
Nonsense. We aren't doing anything except defending what we've worked hard for. It's certainly true that the war is being fought on the backs of the peasants. But Onar is no longer prepared to just stand by and watch while the king bleeds us dry.
Can I rest somewhere around here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the barn. But don't lie down in a mercenary's bed by mistake. Onar makes sure that they leave us farmers alone. But with strangers who don't belong on the farm, the mercenaries can do whatever they like.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
That's been known a long time. Hey, you! Hello, pretty girl.
Just where did you escape from?
They say you are revolting against the king.
My father has decided that it's time we defended ourselves. The militia never helped us anyway. They only came here to drag off our provisions.
What kind of work is to be had here on the farm?
My father pays money to all the men who help defend the farm. Are you interested? You don't look like someone who has a passion for field labor.
How much does your father pay?
You'd have to negotiate that with him. All I know is that each mercenary here gets paid every day.
Are there any rules here that I should stick to?
You don't touch anything here that isn't yours. You stay away from the areas that are none of your business. And if you must pick a fight, stick to the mercenaries. If you start a brawl with the farmers, everybody here will be against you.
What's your job here?
I sell the goods that we produce. If you want to buy something, just let me know. But let me warn you, I won't stand for either haggling or stealing, understood?
Where did you pick that up then? Really didn't deserve that.
Has anything significant happened lately?
A few days ago, my father decreed that we're no longer allowed to sell anything in town. So now I'm staying here on the farm and selling my wares to visitors only.
Show me your wares.
What can I offer you?
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Well, you don't really have much.
That's really not my problem.
Really didn't deserve it. Quite obvious.
I don't want any trouble.
Damn it! What's up?
I don't want any trouble.
But he knew that all. Mustn't believe everything you hear.
Better off myself. That's all this is about.
That really didn't deserve it.
I'm telling you anything new.
Where did you pick that up?
Hey, you! Help me become a mercenary.
Let me think. You've got to get past Tor. Have you already seen?
Yes, that's with the test and everything. I'm supposed to drive the militia away from Bengar's farm.
Ah, yes. That's easy. Listen, come back tomorrow. I'll have taken care of it by then. But you're going to have to do something for me in return.
And what would that be?
Not far from here, to the southeast, there's a small bandit camp in the mountains. If you go southeast from here, you'll soon see the tower there. One of my people, Patrick, left several days ago to do business with those varmints. Well, I told him it was a rotten idea, but that idiot wouldn't listen to me. I assume they've made short work of him, but I don't know for sure. You're gonna find out for me.
And what makes you so sure that they won't make short work of me, too?
The fact that I know the name of their leader. It's Dexter. You'll simply claim that you know the guy. His men will think twice before they wring your neck just for the heck of it. It could still get dangerous, of course, but you can handle that.
No. It'll probably get dangerous and I'll get killed. That doesn't really sound a lot like you're helping me. It sounds like you're sending me to do something more difficult.
I never knew that.
I do not sell any weapons. Khaled does. He's in the house with Onar.
That's nothing new.
What kinds of weapons do you make?
Plain swords at the moment, not much else. But if I had some magic ore, I could forge weapons that are better than all comparable weapons made from regular old steel. You wouldn't happen to know where to find some around here. Besides in the Valley of Mines, I mean.
No.
Of course not.
I couldn't get away with that.
Are you with the farmers or the mercenaries?
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I was just curious.
Have you ever seen a farmer who also forges weapons?
No.
Then why do you ask such stupid questions?
I want to join the mercenaries.
Stop blabbering then. Go to Torloff and let him put you to the test.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Can you teach me how to forge a sword?
Sure. That'll cost you a bit, though. Let's say 30 gold pieces.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Maybe later. What about forging equipment?
What do you need?
Hey, hello. I'm new here.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not really in the mood for conversation. I'm totally wrecked.
You're awfully busy, huh?
You can say that again. Bennett makes so many weapons that I can hardly keep up with the polishing.
What can you tell me about the farm?
This is Onar's farm. That big building is his house. He vacated a wing for the mercenaries. We farmers have had to bunk in the barn ever since. But it's all right with me. It's good that we have people who guard the farm. The building here is the kitchen. Maybe you'll be lucky and Thekla will have something for you to eat.
What about the mercenaries?
Onar hired them to keep the city militia off our backs, but they also guard the farm, the sheep, and us farmers. So don't even think about stealing anything or rummaging around in somebody's chest. They're just waiting for a chance to knock you down.
Can I buy weapons from you?
I don't have much. We take almost all the swords and axes into Onar's house.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Well, you certainly don't have much.
Can you teach me anything?
Business. He insisted he knew better.
Or extraction.
You have to feel sorry for the poor.
Not really interested in that.
Staying out of it.
What are you doing here in my kitchen?
Something smells delicious here.
Oh, yes. I know the likes of you. They're swarming all over the place. First, they try to get on your good side, and then when you need them, they're nowhere to be seen.
I'm hungry.
I don't dish out food to tramps. I only feed people who work. And that mercenary riffraff, of course.
I'm looking for work.
You want to work here on the farm? Only Onar can decide that. The farm is his, and so is the entire valley.
Actually, I was planning to join the mercenaries.
So you're another of those felons from the penal colony? I might have known. Just leave me alone. There's already enough of your kind around here.
What's your problem with the mercenaries?
Ah, those morons really get on my nerves, especially Silvio and his fat buddy Bulco. The two of them have been sitting in their corner for days now, making life miserable for me. The soup's too hot, the meat's too tough, etc. and so forth.
Then why don't you do anything about it?
And what am I to do, Mr. Smarty Pants? Whack them with my rolling pin? I can do that to the farmers, but these lowly bastards just hit back.
Want me to teach the two of them some manners?
You better not try that, honey. As far as I know, Silvio has magic armor. He can't be defeated.
And what about Bulco?
That guy is as strong as an ox. So far, he has flattened anyone who tried to mess with him or Silvio.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
It's possible. I was in the colony too.
Right. What do you want?
Jarvis, you're guarding the gate to the new camp, as far as I can remember.
How's the situation?
Right now, we've got real trouble. Two factions are building up amongst us mercenaries. Silvio and his people doubt that Lee is following the right plan.
How come there are two factions?
Most of us came out of the colony with Lee back then, but some of the mercenaries hooked up with us later. They didn't come from the colony, but were farther south fighting the Yorks. Somehow they got wind that Lee needed people. Their leader was Silvio. He agreed that Lee was in charge, but now he's trying to stir up the mercenaries against him and his plan. A lot of Lee's people don't think that it's a big problem, but I know guys like Silvio. He'll go to extremes to realize his ideas.
Do you know what Lee's intentions are?
Lee wants us to wait and starve the paladins in the city. He is planning to get us all away from the island, and Enos knows I've got nothing against getting away from here. I don't really know how he's planning to go about it, but I trust him. He's led us well so far.
Do you know what Silvio is planning?
Silvio found out that some of the paladins have moved out to the old colony. He says the rest of the paladins wouldn't dare to attack us here and wants to take advantage of the situation, plunder the small farms, waylay the militia patrols outside the city, hold up travelers, things like that. But Lee thinks that would be the worst thing we could do in our situation.
I want to become a mercenary.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Where's the problem?
Well, I either have to vote for you or against you. And in the situation we're in, I'll only vote for you if I can be sure that you're on Lee's side.
So what should I do?
Simple. Beat up a few of Silvio's boys. That way both sides will know exactly where you stand. And if you stick to the rules for a duel, you'll even win the respect of the others.
What are the rules?
Go to Torloff and let him...
Which of the mercenaries are Silvio's men?
There are 6 men. First of all, Silvio himself and his right-hand man, Bulco. Then there's Rod, Sentenza, Fester, and Raoul. The rest of the people are either neutral or on Lee's side.
How many of Silvio's people should I defeat?
If you knock 3 of them to the ground, then you've proven which side you're on. Whom you choose is your business. Just one little hint. This isn't about proving your courage. Don't go up against Silvio himself. He'll make mincemeat out of you.
Well, that sounds too difficult, actually. I can barely stand up for myself in a fight.
It's all just gossip. I've got my own opinion about that. I agree with you completely.
You don't have to tell me that.
Beliar himself was after him.
That was no big deal.
It's all just gossip. I never asked sooner or later. Opinion. That's been known a long time.
Some problems solve themselves.
They can't go on like this forever. He never would have thought of that himself.
Can
I don't have...
That'll only cause more trouble. That's the first time I've heard of you completely as a stand. I can't help it. It has to happen sooner or later. You already know what I think. You have to feel sorry. Until They hardly know who to believe these days.
Here you are again. Let's see what... So now then. Ah, gold. A lot of mercenaries are real cutthroat. I only want 50 gold pieces from you.
Okay, take your gold, dude. Now let's see. I certainly can't get into a fight with these guys. I think... maybe I should try to clear out the mine crawlers here. Oh, the bugs, right. Oh, baby, now I have two of them.
So much for you, filthy.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Shouldn't there be a statuette here? For that fire mage. He said he had his statuette stolen by the goblins. I'm pretty sure I haven't sold it. Well, I sure have a lot of things to do. In a hole near the Dead Harpy Tavern. Like here, right?
What with?
Well, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Huh. I should have known. Alright, so my priority right now is twofold. One, I need learning points in order to increase my one-handed skill. And secondly, I need gold to buy a shield. So what can I do about it?
Listen to the wrong people.
You just have to listen.
I mean, I could try to work for the Mercenaries.
Nothing you can do about it.
He really should have
Is there anything in Corinus that is left for me? Oh, actually, yes. At Lobar's farm, there's still one more ornament to get. If I'm to beat any of the guys from the mercenaries, I mean, I'm going to need some ice blocks. Because I really don't stand a chance one-on-one against them, I'm just too weak. But ice blocks cost money. And money I just don't have right now. Oh, I can already see the stone circle. I can also go and talk to Skip for the package.
Someone's gotta do the work.
Now where is this magician?
These are bad times.
Don't tell this to anyone. Everybody knows by now.
Who says things like
I don't know, so this way, nothing.
Wait a minute. I found your statuette.
Praise be to Innos.
What will you do with it now?
Nothing at all. It brought me nothing but bad luck. You'll take it back to the monastery for me, my son. Naturally, they won't let you in unless you dedicate the rest of your life to serving the monastery. But I'm sure you won't mind doing that if it means you can be of service to me. Right? Go with Innos, my son.
You are despicable.
Don't tell me you didn't know that. I'm not touching that. Do you really believe that?
Since the barrier around the penal colony disappeared, we've had...
Yeah. Bandits, I know. Where is Lobar, by the way? Why are you running up? Well, hold on.
Have you got any?
I don't.
Okay. Wait, do I see someone there? Cavalorn, what you doing here?
I gave Vatras your letter.
I didn't expect anything else. Thanks.
Are you looking for something?
Is it that obvious? Yes, I have an assignment from the water mages to look for some lost ornament.
That's convenient. I have the same assignment from Nefarious.
So you belong to the Ring of Water?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
I'm glad. Then I don't have to do this alone.
Have you already found an ornament?
I found the place where we should find one. This stone circle could be one of those structures that Nefarious described. Now, we just have to find the mechanism we're supposed to look for.
I tried the mechanism. It doesn't do anything at all.
Then Lobart's farmers were right. They said that one of them had already played around with the stones here. A stone sentinel appeared out of nowhere and attacked them. The farmers called the militia. The militiamen called the paladins, who came and destroyed the monster. I've already searched the whole area. If there was an ornament here, the paladins have it now.
Then one of us has to get into the upper quarter of the city.
I don't have any time for that. You'll have to do it. I'm going to the city now. We'll meet again at Vatras's.
Wow, great. Well, at least you know what to do. So again, it falls onto me to do it. Leather satchel, interesting. I could always do with some more gold.
Keep anything to himself.
Do you know anything about a stone creature from the stone circle at Lobar's farm?
Certainly, we destroyed it. It was a threat to the surrounding farms. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for metal fragment of a ring ornament. It should have been somewhere near Lobart's stone circle.
Yes, there was such a thing. The stone creature was carrying it. I thought it was a rune of magic. I gave it to Lord Hagen. I have no idea whether he's still got it.
That was no big deal.
Do you think that's normal?
That stone monster, you mean? As far as I know, the water mages are taking care of it. I don't give it much thought. We have our tasks here in town and in the Valley of Mines.
I see. Where can I find Lord Hagen?
He's in the town hall, at the end of the upper quarter. But you will not be admitted there without a good reason.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Oh man, so in order to finish this, I first need to become part of a guild. Well, ain't that something?